Alright guys, we're here again with the sword, and probably and hopefully in this video we will be able to finish it. Yeah, of course the sword is pretty detailed. It has a lot of things, so it's normal to take us a little bit longer to finish it. It's not a big problem in my opinion, it's cool. Everything is cool in this life. Let's put local symmetry on. Just try to do this. Okay. This will be metal part. This one I will do now is the bottom part. It will be around here. Let's just see this. Okay. How long this should be? A little bit longer. Okay, so this could go a little bit here. This thing I can put few loops. Yeah, sometimes this happens. Loop here and a loop here, then mask this, reverse the mask, put this around this area and make it smaller, then mask this and get this longer, then go to this F and then just push it inwards if we can. And some strange things happening because I'm not on a brush. I'll press 4 a few times to get on the move brush and then just try to do this. Alright, I did it. So this is pretty much the handle and we can move it like this. We don't need the blade is this. We don't need it here. So this will be like this, and this one we have started to make it in a previous video, but we haven't had the opportunity to make it. So let's do it now. Let me just think, how can I make it? So okay, now okay, I've got it. So first what I want to do is move it until it goes here. Then we'll make thickness like this. The thickness should be until, yeah, it should be like this. Flip. And then what we want to do is place it in the middle here and then make some symmetry. But what symmetry to make? Maybe symmetry in Y. No. Symmetry in Z. Okay, symmetry in Z is good. We need this. We need also a middle point. It will be... Yes, let's try to make mirror and weld on Z. And it's cool. So now we have symmetry, which is nice. Then we'll get this mask edge loop complete. Mask edge loop complete and mask this edge loop. Did it? Mask this edge loop. Reverse the mask. Move a little bit like this. Okay, both sides are moving, which is cool, yeah. And then what I want to do is insert another loop here. Let's see, okay. Then mask this one. Reverse the mask and make this one a little bit bigger, like this. Then insert another one here. I'm just trying to make what I see in the concept. Mask this and then move it also like this. It doesn't look exactly like the concept, obviously, but we'll see. So now we will mask again this, reverse the mask, place the pivot on the center, it is already, and just make it so it's going like this. And this one, it's going too much in this direction, so just move it like this. And then I want to mask this and again move it a little bit like this. Let's try it with dynamic subdivision. Not very good, but we'll fix this. Let's move. Let's try to mask. Okay, we can mask polygons. Polyloop. Let's try this, okay, and then move inwards like this. This looks more like it. It's cool. And then we need, of course, a crease, like one. And this starts to look pretty good. Pretty awesome. And since it will be a little bit bigger like this, it will be cooler. Let's see. Okay, it could be a little bit bigger. The whole thing could be bigger, like this. And I think we're ready with this part, although not exactly ready yet. Dynamic on 3, it will be nicer. And also I would like to make a crease edge loop complete here. This could be better. Okay, and if we have a stone here, it will be nicer, but we don't have any concept, so we won't make it. Yeah. And now I want to cap this, but if I cap it like close holes, it will be a little bit different. So yeah, it was hidden, so I'll just leave it like this, and not exactly leave it. I will insert here an edge loop, because it will be better for everybody. Also here, yeah, I'm trying to put an edge loop here. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. When we have a lot of edges, it's a little bit difficult. This will be cool. And now this. And now if we press D for dynamic subdivision, it looks nice. We can just crease it on 1 again. It will be nicer. And let's go with the handle and just push it in some places, a little bit inside. Yes, I'm trying to push it, but it doesn't work. Okay, push it from here and there. And it looks pretty awesome. Also, we can apply some materials, but not yet. We can go to the belt here and just make it thicker maybe. No, it's not bad. It's cool. But I wanted to protrude a little bit more because it has thickness. And if we don't make the thickness here, it will look like the sword is cut into this belt, which doesn't look very professional. Why this belt is here? To be cut or something. But the belt is here for the only purpose of making this sword a little bit more personal, a little bit more detailed, which is a very good thing. This is one of the main purposes of the design, of the good design. It has to be personal, it has to be more diverse, it has to look nice. That's the reason, yeah. So do we have, okay, one more subdivision and one more. So we have 6 subdivisions now for this, and it's 6, it's a lot of polygons. But I will make a little bit of more detail, by, oops, not weld, lazy mouse, 60, solo, get only this, and just try to make it like this. Okay, yeah, we can make it a little bit closer to the edge. It's closer to the edge. Another water breakthrough. Okay. And this one. And we even don't have enough polygons to make this. And we are almost 500,000. Yeah, it's not good. Let's see why. Ah, that's why. because we have this thing which is inside here, and what we want to do, select this, make it in the lower subdivision, select this and this, just shrink the selection a few times until we haven't have it, and then probably split hidden. Yes, and it's cool, it's alone, and this one is also alone, and this one now is 300, which is a lot better. And sometimes I forget to do some things, which is pretty normal. I'm a man. I'm still a man. And I'm glad that I am. Not that women is bad. But why am I talking this? How do we get to this? Sometimes one thing leads to another, and then you are people talk about you like you are a homophobe or something like this. Whatever, yeah. Not good. But the model is getting better and better. Of course, the more we work on it, it should get better, unless we are complete jerks and we cannot do anything. But in this case, that's not the case. We're capable of some things, and probably we will be able to achieve great result, as we already are achieving it. But I will have to hurry if I want to finish the sword in this video. Otherwise it will be another video about the sword, and we cannot afford it, because we can afford even 2 videos about the sword, 2 more, even 3 or 4 more. But who wants to see another video about the sword? I don't think I would want to do this, you know. Okay, here I cannot make a very good line, but I'm trying. Trying to make the line, and it will give our sword a little bit more detail, a little bit more believability of this belt. So it's just made, sewn by some guy who obviously was drunk when he did that. Yeah, I always make this excuse that the guy who was making this was drunk. That's why it's so curvy. But drunk guys everywhere, you know. Especially in the Middle Ages or the Fantasy Ages. Because this girl obviously is from Fantasy Ages. She has some armor on the hands, which is important because she's wielding the sword with the hands and everything, but she doesn't have a lot of armor in her chest area, which is very, very characteristic of this fantasy girls. Obviously, why? I don't know. But if people like it, yeah, it looks good. Why not? It looks good. The main thing is to look good, not realism or something. We can always find something that's not very realistic in any game or movie, because realistic many times is not too interesting, especially in today's day and age when we are overwhelmed by special effects and everything. Just yeah. And the directors of the movies or the designers of the games, they seek always something to amaze us, something different. And we as artists, we have to also seek some uniqueness in our work. And also our artist spirit is seeking this. This is my opinion, of course. Yeah. Okay, I want to make this design here, which was good, and let's try to apply this. Control D, and then make a mask. Yeah, we have to make Control D again, and let's see how much polygons we have. Okay, 500,000 is nice for now. I think we can get away with 500,000. We'll see. So I'll make this mask around these areas. Cut it like this. Make it again. I want to make this sharp here, because in the concept it's like this. And I like to stick to the concept most of the time. Not always. Most of the time. Of course, when I say not always, I mean if they gave me freedom. For example, the concept is not very nice, and either I and the guy who gave it to me, or people who give it to me, the concept, know that the concept not very nice, but it represents the base of what they want. So they will say, okay, make this, but you have a freedom to make it better looking. And I like this kind of tasks, because I can not only look how to make anything just to make it, but I can express myself also, which is all the artists want this, you know, to express themselves at least a little bit. Okay, I'm trying to make this something here. I'm not sure if it will be if it will happen, but we're about to see, just about to see it happening or not happening. Blur everything and just make this a little bit sharper here, and just blur again. And then make this. Alright, we can now try it. Try to extract this a little bit, extrude this, and then we can smooth it out, and then we can make some angular design here. It doesn't look exactly like the concept, but it has some spirit, just in my opinion. It doesn't look super bad. Okay. Here, and we don't have much time. Oh, it doesn't? No, we don't. We don't have too much time left in this video, so we have to be quick or be slow. Yeah. That's the main idea. Be quick or be slow. Alright, just a little design here. It's not super important. It will not be super visible. And now, what we can do is merge this, but we will not have a low poly version of it. So let me think how we can proceed to put it in the file with the girl. And the file is where? It's either this or this. We'll see. It's saving the project file, okay? Let's see if this is the file. Yeah, this is the file. And this is the sword. And we will save the sword separately, so we will have it as a separate file. But for now I will merge visible, which will merge everything and make it so here. Yes. Then I will auto groups, and then I will select only the metal parts and just make them with the metal material, which will be this one. I'll fill them with this material, and the other ones will be with the basic. Of course, this one should be a little bit darker. And yeah, it's visible here. Ah, yes, it's visible because I merged it. But yeah, I forgot something. The things that are with the dynamic subdivisions are without them now. So we will append this knife, this sword I mean, from here to here. And since it's one subtool, we'll go to it, make it smaller, because we don't want it to be that big. And just let's see how big it should be. It should be from her legs here to her elbows, around this big. Yes, and let's separate the parts that have subdivisions and the parts that doesn't have subdivisions, one from another. Okay, this is cool. So split hidden, and now we can select only this part and press D for dynamic subdivisions. Then we go to this, select this and this, and make it some kind of yellowish brown color like this. And it seems to me that it's pretty good sword. And it's about time to end this video, because the sword is ready, and yeah, we can continue making some materials, making some pores and fiber mesh, and at the end we can make the render and everything will be okay. So bye for now, take care.